The edge of a universe humming a tune. Really, I should be playing like game music, right? Right now. That's what I should be doing because it's better for the YouTube rather than like super copyrighted music. Let's play some Nintendo music. Yo, what up? I am live. I'm not gonna be live for very long tonight, but I wanted to go live because, you know, it was just a boring day with not much to talk about, and so I thought, let me just go live so I have something to do and something to think about. I mean, gee whiz, I know, right? Uh, yeah, I don't know. I'll boot up Hollow Knight because I would do Animal Crossing, but it's too late because the shop is closed. And maybe we should have done the 3-hour adjustment thing. That's fine. But yeah, I think I'm wearing the same shirt as I did yesterday. I didn't wear this shirt today. Well, I did. I just put it on for before I went to take a dump just now. Because I don't like the idea of taking a dump in long sleeves. It just feels like a recipe for disaster. I'll say. I'll say it. Don't freaking cancel me for that, but I'll say it. We're just hopping right in. I don't feel like dilly-dallying too much. I know it's bad streaming etiquette, but like, whatever. I ain't got too much time and I don't feel like sitting around reacting to anything. And I'm just trying to maybe farm a clip or two. Let's be real. Let's keep it a buck. Dude, so like, have you seen the news? Am I right? Do I want to be playing Silk Song right now? I guess if I have like an hour or two, I might as well put it into Silk Song. Where am I? I'm here, so I need to go to the right. Okay. Nah, man, that shit's crazy. I don't know. I ain't got dick all to say. Actually, you know what? We're not playing Silk Song. We're not playing Silk Song. I'm changing. I'm being a finicky bitch. We're gonna do Animal Crossing. Because I want to play Animal Crossing and I just want to kind of chill. Ugh. And so I will just do change the time. Okay, hold on. I'm doing this. No, I'm doing this. You didn't see anything. Duplicate. 4x3. So we're gonna add. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get music on. Sorry, hold on. I'll go full screen and then I'll swap to studio mode so I can tweak on this. Alright, hold on. I need to go here. Let me boot up Animal Crossing. On my North Korean GameCube. Of course. Nintendo. Let's see, does it load it? Okay, the audio is going out. The wrong thing. But I can fix that. I can fix that. Okay. Hold on. Go to dolphin. Not dolphin. What's dolphin? I don't know a dolphin. Load state from slot. Okay. And then I need to fit to screen, but then I want to push it over to like there. How was that? Okay, let me turn off studio mode. Capture any full screen application. So why aren't you capturing it? Capture a specific window. Oh, there we are. Okay, is that flush? No, it's not. There's a light black bar. That's fine. Nintendo. We're just playing Animal Crossing. Let me change directories. Probably scared off all the hoes though, with the go live saying that I'm doing Silk Song, but Animal Crossing. 6 viewers? Well, I'll add 2, probably, at best. I can make my camera bigger. There. Okay, that will annoy me, how it is off-center. Okay, I don't know what I'm moving. How's that? There's still a black pixel? There is. Nintendo. Ah, shit. Dolphin. No, dolphin. No, not dolphin. There we go. Okay. Okay. Scale to window. There we are. Yeah. And then where's chat gonna be? I'll move chat so that's under the camera. Go over here. I can make it bigger. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I probably should have figured this out beforehand, but it's fine. Let's do hold on. This is a live studio freaking production. Add media source. Nintendo. Go for fun gradient. Well, ah, shit. No. Why is this how you work? Hold on. There. Is that good? This is a little bit poorly aligned. How's that? That's good. That's freaking good. Okay, great. Alright. Let's play some freaking Animal Crossing. Nintendo. Go. Hi, Cody. Hey, what took you so long, Okie Doke? Are you ready to go have some fun or what? It's September 9th, 2025 at 7:40 p.m. Oh, no it's not. Ready to get rolling? No? What should we do first? Other things. Demolish a house, set clock. Hold on. Let's try changing this. Let's try... yes. Maybe because I loaded it, it did a different time? Is that a possibility? If I do now, what time does it think it is now? Or will it give me KK? Hey, what took you so long, Okie Doke? Are you ready to go have some fun or what? September 10th, 2025 at 10 p.m. Shit. Do we do the 3-hour adjustment? I think we do. I think we should make the 3-hour adjustment. You want to just adjust the clock? Let's push it back by 3 hours. So, 7 o'clock. Alright, it's set. Ready to get rolling? Yes. Hey, who are you? I'm Jake. I'm just joshing you, Jake. Seriously, I know who you are. Alright. That's not how you spell alright. Oh, fuck. I'm getting Coolsville ready for you. Do not turn the power off or remove the memory card. I might drink some freaking agua. Bump. Okay. Well, so now we're done working, right? No, I don't want to talk to you, Gyroid. We're all done working. So I'm gonna put on the waffle shirt. I don't love it. It's okay. I don't want to change out from the work uniform. Okay, what do I have on me? Oh, I also have the rug. Oh fuck, let's put the rug down. Okay, it's freaking Animal Crossing. Spread on floor. Oh, I see. It's one of these rugs. Okay, let's give the steel flooring to the gyroid out front, since he can store stuff. Welcome home, Jake. How may I be of assistance? You can only store 4? Oh. Then I think I'll actually just sell the steel flooring. May I be of further assistance? Never mind. Is that so? Very well. Take care. Alright, is there anything new on the bulletin board? Nope. Just the last entry. Yo, do you want to buy stuff? Then go to Tom Nook's. They sell legit only Kino. Alright. This house, sadly, is empty. Okay. Fine, if that's what you say. So what do I have? I have a shovel, and that's it for tools so far. Whoa. You are here shirt. What the fuck is this? Like a ball? Bro, this was not in the original game. There's a ball in the games? I don't remember that. Green tie-dye. Grab. Ew. It works like it looks like I'm wearing a lime. Also sucks. Alright, well we can sell both of these at least. There's our flowers, and here's Tom Nook's. Oh, Jake, very good. Great timing. It completely slipped my mind earlier, but there's something very important I need you to do for me, yes. I'd like you to represent Coolsville as a member of the Happy Room Academy. Now, it's not very difficult. All you have to do is arrange things in your house with a little style, a little flair. They say the nicest flair. I only do the nicest flair, the gold trim flair. On occasion, the Academy will judge your interior design skills, and you'll get the results in the mail, All I ask is that you try to boost your score as best as you can, yes? This is not so much to request, So, how about it? Think you can do this? Okay. I knew you'd say that. I always knew. They doubted, but I knew. Of course, low scores won't do much for our town's reputation, and it wasn't exactly soaring to begin with. So put some thought into your design, and be sure to keep your house spiffy, clean now and then, Well, good luck. Okay. Bro, you only have a shovel still? Fuck, I need other tools, Tom. Can I buy these pots? No. I'll pick up some stationery. Some paper. 4 sheets per pack for only 160 bells. Yeah, I'll get it. Thanks so much. Alright, let me sell. What can I do for you? I like to sell. Very well. Okay, so I want to sell this, and this, and this. This gotta be like a clean 1,000 or two. 550? Huh, fine. No. Alright, Mr. Nook. This is cute. How much is this? That's a hawthorn bonsai. 1,800. Holy shit. No, I can't afford it, Tom. Lovely wall. It's a very nice wall. Very nice. Let me see it. Do I like it? No, I don't. I don't like it. Well, no matter. What's this shovel? That's birch flooring. Yeah, let me see it. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. 800 bells? I'll buy it. 800 bells. Please take this raffle ticket. What is the raffle? With 5 of those, you get 1 chance in my monthly drawing. Oh. No, that's great, Tom. Thanks. Thank you. Do come again. I have no way to, like, get shit. Fuck. I can't catch bugs. I can't catch fish. I need a fishing rod or something. I could try to do like a rock busting. Who the fuck are you?
Oh my, have I met before, Pumpkin? I'm almost positive the answer is no. Your name is Jake, Pumpkin. Mine is Carmen. Well, nice to meet you, Pumpkin.
Carmen? Did someone move out? Or did we just get more people? Carmen? I guess we just got more people. Oh, hi, Carmen. Nice to meet you. Right up next to Dozer. Huh? Hey, how weird. What a coincidence, right? Spooky running into you like this. Where are you off to at this weird hour? It's 7 o'clock at night. So what do you need? I need work. Just a sec. Yep, I've got nothing. I'll catch you later. Okay, fine. So I do want to sell the birch flooring. No, I'll get a rug flooring when I put the birch flooring in. And I can sell that. Pick the weed. Fuck you, weed. Fuck you, weed. We stray sober in this household. That's how we stray. Okay, the birch on birch. I don't love it. But I want a new wall anyway. And I don't really like the carpet. Alright, so we can hold on to this to get to Tom. Alright, and I guess we just be wandering around. See, I wish I could catch that fucking fish. But, Tom Nook doesn't have anything new in his fucking store. Alright, let's try to do rock pounding. Fuck. Alright. Nope. Fuck. No. Because what is it? There's like, isn't there daily a rock that drops coins? It's probably like fuck all coins in this game. But I think there's a daily rock that drops coins. Oh, I can dig up fossils. That's something. Check it out. I dug up a fossil. Dope. Wisdom of fishing. Oh yeah, we already saw this. Dude. I'll fucking say it because no one else is. The Charlie Kirk shit is crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I don't know. It's bizarre. Something about it. I think, like... It just caught me by so much by surprise. You're just getting started? Yeah. What can I do for you? Talk to me. Do you, of course, know that you can grow fruit trees by bearing fruit in the ground? Obviously, you need a shovel. Any fool could tell you that. Okay, well, don't be a dick. He sells shovels. Yes, I know. I have one. It's just like, I don't know, man. Look. I'll say, after the first hour, now I don't fully believe this. After the first hour, I'm starting to have some curiosities about it all. We'll phrase it as that. Some curiosities. Some things feel a little bit coincidental, but we'll have to see. I mean, I don't think he didn't die. I think he definitely died. I don't need to watch the video. I've heard a lot about the video, but I don't need to watch it to realize that, you know, I think he did get shot and died. Hi, Booker. I don't know. We'll have to see once the suspect is finally caught. Which, I mean, who knows how long that's going to take. I was posting about it a little on my private Instagram story, but, like, seeing people's reactions to it on, like, Instagram, like, it's, like, all people I know from, like, school or whatnot, and, like, seeing that people post about it being like, oh my god, this is so heartbreaking. It's like, oh, you were fucking with Charlie? I didn't realize that. Like, an old friend of mine posted a photo of him with Charlie Kirk. I was like, oh, you were fucking with Charlie. I didn't know that. Ain't that something? I don't know. I was watching a bit of Hassan commentate it, especially when it was first happening. I mean, I first heard about it, that he was shot. Ah, shit. Just drop it. I first heard that he was shot, like, you know, well, when was that? Probably like 2:50 or whatever. And I have therapy right at 3, so I couldn't even, like, fucking follow up. I couldn't even keep reading into it. It was just like, I had to just be like, oh, he got shot. And then it was like, all right, well, I don't know if he's alive or not, but, like, whatever. I gotta go to therapy, man. And then come out of therapy, and it's pretty much like there's no updates. Other than just he's in critical condition, it's been taken. But it's like, dude, Charlie Kirk was shot and killed. That's crazy. I don't know. That is, like, surreal. That Charlie Kirk was shot and killed. I don't know, man. It feels wild. Okay, I think there's already, like, a cherry tree around here. Let me try. Let's maybe put it like right here. Berry. And I'll dig this one up. Oh, it just goes bye-bye? It just goes bye-bye. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like it'd be a good idea to plant more cherry trees. That way I can be getting more income. Right? Like, that just seems like the logical... Okay, excuse me, Dozer. That just seems like the logical thing to do. But it was like so crazy, dude, to see like an old childhood best friend of mine post with Charlie Kirk. And it was like, right, okay, no, yeah. I'll say, I don't mean to be mean to my childhood best friend. They were doing like the same smile in the photo together. It was like the same smile. Hi, Cherry. So you're one of those odd nocturnal folk, aren't you? A creature of the night? Oh, when I was young. What am I saying? No. I'm not an old lady yet. I've still got some kicks left in me, tra-la-la. Anyway, what's up, tra-la-la? Need anything? Oh, hey, did you know that you can find different insects at different times of day? Isn't that totally fascinating? I wonder what kind of insects are out and about around 7 o'clock. I just have to research this further. Go catch me an insect. Oh, please, tra-la-la. I can't! I don't have a fucking net! Cherry, I don't have a net. And I don't know where I can get one. I assume I have to wait for Tom Nook. So you're gonna get pissed off at me that I can't get you a fucking bug. But I can't. There's nothing I can do. Welcome, please do come in. By the by, what's this? Oh yes, indeed. Well, tell me what you'd be familiar with. No, not that. No. Oh, crap. Yes, Blathers, I know. Yes, Blathers. Yes, stop. Sorry, Blathers, I didn't... How do I give you a fossil? How do I give you a fossil? Can you look at them for me? Or do I need to, like, mail them? Ooh, indeed, woohoo! An unexamined fossil. My heart is set a twitter at the very thought. I'm a fervent study of paleontology, and I'm fairly confident I can assess the identity of the specimen. However, I must confess, I have yet to receive my certification, so I cannot offer an official examination, so I do need to email it. Severely chastised. I'm terribly sorry. You'll need to send this to the main Fairway Museum for a proper examination. Okay. Incidentally, just by the by, I believe you received a letter from the Fairway Museum, correct? Have I? Once you receive it, you'll be able to correspond with the Fairway Museum, and that won't be nice. Or won't that be nice? Okay. They will return your fossils as soon as they have finished identifying them. One more thing while you're waiting. You must not rebury fossils in the earth. This is very important, you see. Vital, terribly crucial. Don't ask me why. To be perfectly honest, I'm not quite sure of the reasoning myself. What? Seems that reburying them can create some confusion about whether or not you're ready to receive that letter. What? Sounds a bit daft, doesn't it? In any case, you don't have to carry the fossils with you, just don't bury them again. You may keep them in your flat. Okay, British-ass Blathers. You could even scatter them about the landscape, I suppose, if you so desire. So that, as they say, is that. Okay, cool. Yep, I'll follow your instructions. Nope. Actually, to be honest, we have nothing on display at the time. Yeah, I know, because I don't have a fucking fishing rod. Or a net, or anything. Because fucking Tom Nook isn't selling any. Alright, let's go back to the house, see if I got a letter. I could try to pop this rock. Let me try to pop this rock. Nope. Isn't it like one of them gives money? I'm pretty sure one of them gives money. Bro, I can't believe Tom Nook doesn't have a fucking fishing rod or an axe or any tool that I could use. He only has another shovel. Bro, I have a shovel. I need anything else. Or like a slingshot or something, right? Or maybe slingshots aren't in this game, but... Still, man, come on. No, I need to check the mailbox. Wait, do I even have any mail? It doesn't look like I do. No mail. Oh, so Blathers just lied. So Blathers just lied. So Blathers just fucking lied. Okay, great. Thanks, Blathers. So I actually didn't have one. Alright. Cool. Thanks, Blathers. Get me all worked up for nothing. Dude, I need a net or something. There's not much I can do. I guess I can go around and keep asking people if they need favors. Hi, Olivia. I want a job. Let me think. Nope. I've done everything worth doing. Great. Thanks, Olivia. Bro, there ain't much I can do if I don't have any tools or anything. Cody, give me a job. I didn't see you at all during the day. Yeah, I'm busy. I got fucking class, Cody. I got fucking classes and therapy. Okay. Can't think of anything. Cody! Fuck. The only job I have is to catch a bug for Cherry, which I can't do. I can't do it. Dude, the fucking Morse code bugs are so annoying. God damn. Alright, let's keep picking up seashells. So that I can at least sell them to Tom Nook. Dude. My pockets are full. No, drop it. Literally, like, what is the point of the seashells in this game? Or, like, of a lot of this shit. Because, like, I know in the later games it's for crafting. Or not in the later games. The later game, singular. Oh, so I'm gonna sell him the fancy carpet. Right. Right letter. Oh, no, never mind. Is there a way to expand your inventory? Or is that just a New Horizons thing? I think there's a way to expand your inventory. Whatever. We're playing this not to fucking min-max the hell out of it. It's Animal Crossing after all. We're just playing it to chill out. But, what's up, Wishing Well? What errand have you at the Wishing Well? What's this? This is the Coolsville Wishing Well. This is where one comes to learn the status of things in town. When things are well, many travelers will come to visit Coolsville. But there is still more wisdom in this well. If someone has given you something that, for some reason, you are unable to deliver or return, you can come to this well to apologize and leave the item here. There's no shame in apologizing. Sometimes it is all one can do when things go ill. That must be a translation error, right? When things go ill? Dude, the only thing that is ill is my fucking beats that I drop when I start rapping. That's the only thing that's ill. Alright, Tom. Here to sell. Show me what you've got. Nope. Fuck! Yes. Wrong button. Okay, cherry, I can sell than the rest of this. So, if I add it up, 1,700. Sure. Anything else? Nope. What's in the catalog? Is it stuff you can order? See my catalog. This is your own personal catalog. Just specify whatever you'd like to order. It's quite simple. Oh, so this is everything I've gotten already. I can order it again. Okay. Well, I'm gonna sell the boxing mat now that I realize what it looks like. You want to pay $2.95, bro? $2.95? I guess I got it from the dump. No. Bye, Tom. Bro, Tom, can you get something? Get us something. I need a net or a rod or I'll even take a goddamn axe. I just don't want to be stuck with this shovel. I can only do so much with the shovel. I can't get a bug for Cherry with the shovel. Okay? It's not cool. I want something else. Please. And thank you. I sold a fossil. Ah, crap. Did I sell a fossil? There's a fossil. I saw a fossil on the way coming back from the beach. Did I sell it? Did I dig it? I might have not dug it. Maybe I didn't dig it. Oh, okay. Bro, I look so dopey. I'm just like a little guy. I'm just a little guy in my freaking waffle shirt. I don't know, man. I think people shouldn't be shot and killed. That's my hot take. I think that's bad. Now, Charlie Kirk is a bad person. Undeniably. But still not the coolest to like kill people. Shit. These are each 1,000? Oh, one of these 100. Like, gun violence is still bad, obviously. I mean, it's not like there's anyone out there who's like cheering this on. Who's saying like, oh no, this is dope. Or I don't think there is, not from what I've seen. There's no one who's like proud of it on the merits of it being gun violence. It's just people who see it as like a way to kind of kick back at, you know, people like Charlie Kirk. Yo, dude, drop me on Discord so I can catch your streams whenever you go live. Add me. Well, I have a command in the chat if you really want to join the Discord, but I'm not adding you. Because I don't feel like getting scammed. Or hacked. Or whatever it would be. Maybe that's unfair of me. But maybe it's not. Bro, I want to be able to catch the fish. So is that now the only... Is there only one rock? Like there's another rock here. Should I still whack it? Nope. Nopers. Let me get the cherries. I got a Discord notification. No way you actually joined the Discord, right? Yeah, no, of course you didn't. No, fuck. Alright, we should chop down some of those trees once I get an axe. that might take a while. Thanks, Tom. We would all like it a lot if you could actually, you know, put out some tools that would allow me to do stuff. But no, we need to sell another shovel. Oh, I'm Tom Nook, and I think we should sell another shovel. So that all Jake can do is just fucking walk around like an idiot. Alright, what is the state of the town? How are things? In areas where there's very little green, a feeling of despair overshadows all else. Go to Acre C1 to see what is amiss. Okay. C1. Oh, fuck. I don't have to look at the chair. We can go over to C1. It'd be nice if I had like a bug net or something though. That'd be cool. Tom. Yeah, I got shit to sell you. I like to sell. Wait, I have 15k. I can almost pay off my home, can't I? I think my house is like, what? It's like 17k or something. If I add it all up, my price comes to 1,000. You will sell. Yes, yes. Thanks so much. No. Okay, bye, Tom Nook. Thank you. Come again. I would if you weren't selling a fucking shovel. Wrong way. Why do they have barbed wire fence on the dump? That's crazy. Who's gonna be breaking into the dump, dude? Besides, we're like, there's not gonna be like a loose animal. We're all animals. Well, I guess I'm not an animal. No, I am an animal. But I'm not like as much of an animal as you guys are. But still, like, who's gonna get in? A raccoon? He runs the store. Okay? A bear? We have like 2 or 3 of those who live here. What are they gonna do? Okay, is this C1? This is C1. So what? These like brown areas need a tree or some shit? Bug hunting. What's the issue? What's the issue? Yeah, there's a little brown area here, but like that's fine. Fairway Museum officially, yeah, okay. Hi, Cody. Cody, can you give me like a job, man, or something? Can you give me some shit to do with my life? On God. There's so many bugs. There's so many fish. I can't do anything. Hi, Kiki. No, Kiki. I wanted to say hi. What the hell-y? Damn, Kiki, you got some nice digs. Holy, this is sick.
Good evening. It's gotten pitch dark outside, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't. It is 7:30. But it's kind of strange if I know under the float time while I'm indoors. It's the blue light for you. What'd you want? Need anything? Sorry, I can't think of a single thing, kitty cat. I bet no one is going to give me another thing because currently I'm assigned the quest for Cherry. But I can't do the quest for Cherry because I don't have a bug net. So, I'm fucked. If I had to guess. Bro, the tree distribution is crazy. Where did all the cherries go? Bro, there's so many trees here. We just need to whack this shit down, dude. Call me the fucking Onceler. Like, FR. That's crazy. Do I have any... I don't think I have any, like, lakes or ponds in my town. Is that an issue? In New Horizons, it would be an issue, I think, because I think there's some stuff which only spawns in ponds. Or some fish. I don't know if that's an issue here. Because, like, what am I to do? It's not like I can ask Mr. Nook to, you know, build a lake or a pond. Where am I going? I'm trying to find Chow. Oh, there's this. Okay. So does it have to be here, or can I move it? Check it out. I dug up 1,000 bells. Okay. Grab. I can't combine these. Okay, let's just bury it as is. Now, do I need to dig it up? What happens if I dig it up? Oh. Okay, lesson learned for tomorrow. Yo, I got a gyroid! Yo, I fucking love the gyroids. You can't get them in New Horizons, but they're dope. Okay, I already saw Carmen. I already saw Dozer. I need to go to Chow. Where's Chow? Did Chow leave? Oh shit, Chow left. Oh no, Chow's here. Chow. I wanna come say hi. If I logged on to this freaking game, I might as well say hi to you. We got a little motley crew here, don't we? It's like, I don't know, man. It's of course fucked up that people are like using it as like a... like turning Charlie Kirk into a martyr and using it as some rallying cry against like leftists. Like, of course that's so fucked up, right? Like, I don't think anyone's disputing that. But like, I don't know. I'm not in right now. Chow. Chow, where are you? Are you in... will you always be in the same acre? I hate those bugs. Bro, fuck off. You are so annoying. Oh, it's lagging. Okay, Chow's just not here. Bro, fuck the bugs. Okay, what the hell is this? What the hell? Bro, I ain't got no bitches. I ain't got no nothing. I'm busted. Oh, I could go to Able Sisters. I guess I haven't gone here yet. Hi, Mabel. Welcome to Able Sisters, where you are the famous fashion designer. Some of the clothes look new. Like, this is new, I think. Can I take this design? I call that design the clothing pattern. Now that's a good name. I'm okay with that. Is it? Oh. Alright. Isn't it great when you finally get a pattern that really speaks to you? It's like coming home. Ain't that the damn truth, Mabel? Let me talk to Abel. Or Sable. I'm too busy right now. I'm sorry. Yo, me, FR, am I right? Hey, yo. Thanks again. Okay. I don't know. It's like, of course it's fucked up. It's so fucked up. Of course it's fucked up. I can put this away and grab this fossil. My phone is going into optimized battery charging mode. Great. You know that I don't go to sleep for like another hour or two, right? You get that? You know that. You're able to track me, and you do, and you tell me when I should go to bed because of how you track me. Now, I'm not necessarily mad about the fact that you track me, even though I maybe should be. But, like, you know that you shouldn't be optimizing your charging yet, right? Buddy? That's what I fucking thought. Do I need it over in the C-section? Do I need it in the C-section do a little surgery to take out a freaking baby? Do I need it in the C-section go and plant some trees there or something? I don't know what it wants me to do. I like to sell. I guess I could plant like flowers. Right, we're selling this and this and this. But I'm keeping the gyroid. If I add it all up, my price comes to 900 bells. Sure. No. I see. Well, come talk to me if there's anything I can do to help. Bro, I want a net. I want a bug catching net. Or a hook. A fishing line or something. You're not giving me anything to work on, Tom. Let me put the shovel away. Because I haven't gotten the letter from the, like, Happy Home Academy or anything. I don't have the letter from the museum. There ain't nothing I can do. I'll place the gyroid. Hold on, let me, no. Let me give the gyroid to, or the fossils to the gyroid out front. Yo! Oh, I love him. Okay, we're gonna put him in the center though. Yo, it's a quasoid. They should really make, I think they did it in one of the other games where you could actually have a track the gyroids in the same way that you can track like the bugs and the fish and stuff. That would be dope. I don't know why they didn't put that in New Horizons. Probably because they fucking hate us and they hate everyone. There was like some meme I saw of how it was like people being like, no, give away, no, just display. I'll take these back from you tomorrow. Once I get a fucking letter from the museum. No. Request processed. Okay, so now can I get them back from you? I can, great. I saw some post that was like people being like, yo, fire lineup these next few days. Charlie Kirk death, 9/11 is tomorrow, and then Nintendo Direct on Friday. It's like fire lineup. It's like so true. I am excited for the Nintendo Direct. Maybe that's dumb of me to say. And I'll definitely be disappointed. Because like, what are they gonna show? They'll show Metroid Prime 4. Probably. Hopefully. They'll definitely at least acknowledge it, because I think they said it was supposed to come out this year. And it, you know, is September. But I mean, what else can they show? Well, that's all we know. I guess it's assuming they have more first-party games, but they have to have more first-party games. They must announce something else tomorrow, or Friday. Because, like, they need something else. What's the next first-party game coming out of Nintendo? Metroid Prime 4, but then after that, what? I guess they tease like a Tamagotchi thing. I've never been a Tamagotchi motherfucker. I mean, maybe I'll get it and I'll try it out and we'll see how it goes, but I never was a Tamagotchi motherfucker. Okay, is there literally anything I can do? I don't think so. And I have a rule of we're not going to mess with the clock. Except for how we just messed with it earlier. But we'll stop messing with it after that. Let me check the map. Said hi to Kiki. I've said hi to Chow. No, I haven't said hi to Chow, but I don't know where Chow is. I go to the post office. We'll go to the post office. I can maybe pay off some of my debt. I'll do that. I'll pay off some of my debt. No, but I'm looking forward to Nintendo Direct. It'll mean I have to wake up at like a normal person time on a Friday, which is kind of lame. But whatever. I am pessimistic that I'll be doing much Thursday night anyway. I am, yo. I need to go up, right. I don't know, man. Shit's like whatever at the moment. Kind of low-key. It's like things are going, and I don't love the way they're going. But they're going. And it's not the end of the world that they're going. Is maybe like VSync off or something? Why does it feel like it's doing a lot more screen tearing? No, VSync's on. Hi, Phyllis. A customer, so what do you want? Deposit. Yes, you want to pay off your debt to Old Nook. Someone's actually paying? What, is everyone in this town indebted to him and not paying? He still owes 17,000 bells. Let's do like a clean 7K. I could pay it all off right now, but I want to have money so that I can buy the tools. So you still owe 10,400 bells. Ouch. Seriously, who pays him back? Thanks. So, do you want anything else? No. Fuck you, Phyllis. Fucker. I mean, it's like, so I have my Thursday classes tomorrow, which is a bitch, because that is 10 hours of class. But that's 10 hours of class because I take 3 classes tomorrow, and I'm going to drop one of them. And I think I already know which one I'm going to drop. I'm going to drop my history photography one, just because I have very little interest in it, and like I can already tell I'm not totally gelling with it. So like if I'm trying to find one to drop, I might as well drop that one. Let me close some shit out, see if that helps. Close out Spotify. Guess that's all I can really close. I mean, that's kind of all I can do, right? There's nothing else I can really do for today. I could go pick up more shit along the shoreline, but it'll give me pennies on the dollar. You're interesting. Hi, Carmen. What is it, Pumpkin?
What is it, Pumpkin? Let's get right to the point.
Give me a job. You always show up just when I'm thinking about you, Jake. That's odd. I just met you. In that case, can you please go to Cody's house and get my picture book? Sure. Cody borrows stuff and then never returns it. Beware that scoundrel. So will you do this for me? I'll do it. I'm relying on you. Try not to fail me utterly. Harsh. Cody do be borrowing shit and not bringing it back. He did that, what, with the camera as well, right? Yesterday? Kind of a low bastard. But it's like I have 3 classes tomorrow, and so, you know, I'm thinking of dropping the history of photography. It is going to be really funny, because my history of photography teacher has, for both class periods we've had so far, she's talked about where she was on 9/11. Or her 9/11 memories. We had Javi and I talked about this a bit on the podcast yesterday, because we shot yesterday. It's like, can I just enter? It's like, yo, you got a cola account? A coelacanth? Alright, I need to ask Cody about it. Cody. Hey, it's gotten pretty dark, hasn't it, okie dokie? Either that or my eyes have gone kooky. Tell me, Jake, what's new, okie dokie? Picking up. This is Carmen's picture book, which I was borrowing for a while. For a little too long, I guess. I had to return it soon. I just kept forgetting about it. Totally. Man, my scatterbrained. Yeah, I'll return it. It's really funny that I'm gonna have her on 9/11 again. We're gonna be touring a museum, so that'll make it even funnier if she brings up 9/11 again. It's not like we'll be in class or anything. That would like at least be excusable. We're just gonna be at a museum. I mean, it's like, I don't know, that class I'm just not, it's just not grabbing me. I mean, multiple of my classes are not grabbing me, but it's very much not grabbing me, and it's like I'm already thinking of dropping it, so like whatever. Hey, it's Jake. Were you crashed out all day or what? No, I was not crashing out all day, Chow. I had it for 1 hour of the day, and that's called therapy. Okay? Now let's take away this negative mindset about mental health, and let's start being adults about this. Okay, Chow? Well, each person has their own lifestyle, I suppose. Some are better than others, Judgy? Yeah, so, what do you want, What's going on? Money! Everybody wants money. Like, that'll solve all your ills, sorry about that. It's just that I need a new fishing pole, and I have to come up with enough cash before I can buy it. It's not really that hard, but it still puts a bug in my breakfast, you get me? Now I gotta find something to sell. And then I have to go through the whole rigmarole of taking it to Tom Nook and selling it. It's a good thing old Nook will just buy about anything. Guy would probably buy his own door if you asked. So I guess the moral of the story is if you want to shop, you best find a way to make cash. Do you have a job for me? Hi. Why are you even talking to me? Rude. Need anything? Oh, perfect. I was just looking for someone foolish, nice enough to help out. Can you take these clothes over to Olivia for me? Sure. Why? That's on need-to-know basis. Okay, what is it? Because I'm not going to bring her some fucking lingerie and then say Chow brought it over. Okay? That feels weird and suggestive, and I don't want to get in the middle of that, Chow. Okay? Or maybe it has a slur on it. You know how everyone in the town is telling me to not write bad things on shirts? Maybe you wrote the bad thing on the shirt because you said that like kids fear you and stuff, which was kind of a weird introduction. I'll be honest, Chow. That was a weird introduction to say that everyone fears me. Okay.
My, I didn't expect you again. Well, hello, pumpkin. Well, let's get right to the point.
What can I do for you? Delivery. Oh, my picture book. You actually got it back for me, Jake. Thank you so much, Pumpkin. You're welcome. You must let me thank you. Will it stationary you? You might even use it to write little old me. That's very kind of you, Olivia. I got my cable stuck on the desk. Jake, you do excellent work. I'll keep you in mind the next time I have some menial task. Great. No, thanks, Carmen. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. Next time you have some menial, useless task, I'll be waiting. I do kind of get why people miss the old villagers now. Because, like, they're all assholes, but it kind of makes them charming.
Jake, what is it, Purr? By the by, did you need something, Purr?
Delivery. From Chow.
This must be the outfit Chow was telling me about. Stay right here, you have to see this, Teehee.
What, are you like a cowboy now?
So, what do you think? Don't I look great? Does it fit? But it's such a cute outfit. Why would you say that? Well, I just don't know why even ask and bother in someone with such awful taste.
Hurtful.
Don't you have something you could be doing? Why don't you go deliver something, Purr? I'm in your debt.
Oh. So let me thank you by giving you 203 bells. Let me thank you by giving you $2.03. No, thanks. Thanks. No, much appreciated. Well, I have a ton of fucking letters. What am I gonna do with them? Alright. Let me go chat with one of the cops. See, look, I talked to Copper. Good evening to you! Let's be extra careful when we're walking alone at night. Darkness is suspicious. How else can Officer Copper be of assistance? Any goings on? You asking about goings on? I have heard that Katrina, the fortune teller, will be in Coolsville on September 11th. That's an ominous day to choose. At least that's what my partner inside said. He said I think, and didn't sound entirely sure about it. I must admit that nothing about Katrina is absolutely certain. Myself, I'm not even sure that's her real name. Katrina's gonna be here tomorrow? Yo. Oh, but I don't know if I could stream tomorrow. I would have to skip the class that I'm probably gonna drop, but I don't want to do that. I want to give it a fair shake. Even though I'm probably gonna drop it. I'd have to squeeze it in as a very short stream between like... What? Between like 4 to 6? Or I'd have to do it as like a... after 10 o'clock. Which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it would be a little late to start. Man, I just have a ton of paper. I can't do anything with this. Because I can't write to the museum yet. Well, great. Let me go back to Tom Nook. What the fuck was that? Sounded like a dog ruffing in the other room. Hi, Tom. Do have a look around. Feel free to browse, but try not to carouse. What is this? That's a sapling. Price is 60 bells. No. How much are the flowers? That's a white cosmos. I don't want white cosmos. I'll buy some white cosmos. How much is this? That's a pink cosmos. The price is at 120. I'll buy some pink cosmos. 120 bells. Alright, bye Thomas Nookus. Tom Nook, you're a fucking big fat cat. Tom Nook, why don't you wear a shirt? Why don't you wear a shirt? He doesn't wear a shirt. Folks, he doesn't wear a shirt. Why doesn't Nook wear a shirt? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. Cute. Cute. Dope. Now I need to be careful about walking over them, but... What do I do with this? I can't... I just have to hold on to it? Alright, well, I kinda can't do anything. Ow, I just hit my elbow. I can't do anything more. Welcome home. How may I be of assistance? Save. Would you like to save? That's right. Request processed. Alright. I'll try to do like an hour of Hollow Knight, I guess. Done already? Yep. Then I suppose I had to save your town data to the memory card in slot A. Fine, hold on. Saving your town data. Please don't turn the power off or remove your memory card. Remote save contents to the GCI folder. Presumably that works. Alright, we're gonna try not doing a hard save. And see how that works out. Dude, that's like cool villagers. To have like actually like a penguin, and I saw he had Avery as, or not Avery. He had one of the other, one of these had one of the other villagers. Alright. Stop emulation. Stop my GameCube. Alright, I guess we'll do Hollow Knight. That's what the people want. Or is there anything I wanted to react to? I did see some shit today that I was thinking of reacting to. There was like some long stuff though. Watch on stream. Let's see. Everyone is cheating. Hold on, let's just go. Monitor capture. One unavailable video is hidden. I wish that it wouldn't tell me that and it would just remove them from the playlist. I hate that it's just like in the playlist still and there's no way for me to remove it. What do we want to watch? Make go watch this. Let's watch the AI video. Let's watch the freaking AI video. I don't feel like playing Hollow Knight. I'm not in a very Hollow Knight mood. Finally did a video about the TikTok cruise. That's crazy. Just chatting. Okay. Let's watch the YouTube
This video is sponsored by Private Internet Access.
Okay.
Scroll to the end to find out more. A student from
What does that mean? Hold on, I need to pull this up.
Northeastern University demanded her tuition back after she discovered that her professor was using ChatGPT to teach the class.
Bro, demanding your tuition back? Your tuition is a lot. That's bold. Well, I don't know how Northeastern does it. Do you have to pay per class? If you have to pay per class, then I get demanding it back. But if it's like you know, you get a set number of classes or whatever, then like that's kind of bold to ask for your whole tuition back. I'll say. I mean, you go, girly, but like still, that's bold.
It wasn't fair, she said, because this professor had banned students from using AI while he was using it himself.
That is a valid argument. That's a valid argument. I think it's so whack to use AI in academia. I just think so. I can understand it for like coding or whatever, but like I've yet to see an application of it where, besides coding, where it is actually like ethical. I've yet to see one.
Another university, a student got some good news. She had gotten an A on a paper, so then she went to go and look at the comments that the professor had left on it, and she found that the professor had copy and pasted an exchange with ChatGPT. Not only was the professor using AI to grade the paper, but they were sloppy about it too.
That's egregious. Copying and pasting a conversation from ChatGPT. That's egregious. Because, like, you would see it very clearly being AI. Dude, I would just... The school, Emerson is trying to push us to use AI. Like, they're, like, getting licensing deals with various AI things. And I think they don't realize that both their entire faculty and student body fucking hates AI. Like, fucking hates it. Because we're all creatives. And so we see how useless it is, and so for the administration to constantly be trying to shove it down our throats is just another example of how truly disconnected they are from the rest of the school. But
more and more students are using AI for all of their work, and as one writer at New York Magazine put it, it seems like everyone is cheating their way through college. The way people tell this story, AI is ruining education.
High key, I am of the Northern Lion perspective where like Bro, all this college shit is so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just the way I learn. Maybe it's just I've yet to actually encounter a difficult class. It's just so easy. It's so easy. It's like what? Like all the people who are like, what is it? What's the like the adage, the idea? It's like, oh, you're supposed to like, you know, for every 2 hours of class you should spend 2 hours studying. Again, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just the career path I have lined up. You don't need 2 hours studying. You need max an hour. Max. And that's like maybe an hour a week. And it's also studying. It's not studying. It's like reading a fucking assignment, reading a paper they have given to you. And then realistically, if you didn't read it, you would probably be fine anyway. You could probably easily bullshit your way through. Because I've bullshitted my way through plenty of times. I try to read it. I do my best to read it. Because, like, you know, I don't like the idea of bullshitting. But, like, it's just, like, it's so easy. You just go into, again, this is all film school, whatever. But also, like, this is a film school with a low acceptance rate, and it's ranked number 6 in the country or some shit. And it's like, dude, like, it's just so free. It's so free. It's so free. It's actually so easy. I don't know. I'm not trying to do this to gloat or to brag or whatever. I'm just more saying it as I truly don't understand being so lazy that you don't even do the work and you just pin it off to something else. Like, I just don't get it. I so fundamentally don't get it because it's already so fucking easy.
And on top of that, Gen Z is too lazy to do any work. But cheating at universities is nothing new. It's a long-running issue, and it has to do with the incentives of education in the United States. And it even involves the widespread issue of academic fraud from professors. We'll explore all of that today, starting with this latest problem, AI.
Damn, this goes,
OpenAI was
holy shit,
founded,
this goes
it had a
big.
mission. It wanted to ensure that all of humanity benefited from artificial general intelligence. If you read a lot of the early writing that was coming
Wait, hold on. Let me do the highest, the 4K, because I think the bitrate improves.
out of OpenAI, it sounds rather utopian. They were saying that they were a nonprofit, they would be focused on just doing research and would even be able to give away that research.
Bro,
so that it could
OpenAI
benefit
is the
world.
fucking biggest group of scam artists ever. I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll say it. Anyone, or they're not scam artists, but like anyone who genuinely believes that they're just trying to better the world or all this shit is fucking so drunk on the Kool-Aid. Like, let's be so fucking honest. For them to be a company that has been this successful, they have to be a company. And by that, I mean they have to be profit driven. That's just how it works. And so the fact that it's structured in such a way where it's like both independent and dependent on Microsoft and like whatever, with them being a nonprofit and a for-profit and all this shit, it's so clear that it's like, this is a company. This is to make money. This is to make money. Maybe you believe that what you're doing will help the world and make money, but it's also to make money. You're not doing this just for positive human impact or whatever.
All of humanity should benefit from this thing they wanted to create, true AI. OpenAI might be a nonprofit, but within OpenAI, there's a for-profit company.
Yeah.
It's this for-profit company that tries to bring products to market. And OpenAI is now worth something like $300 billion. And that's because people really want what they're selling. Every major artificial intelligence company now heavily markets themselves towards students. And it's definitely working. Nearly half of students and teachers at the...
I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's so easy. School is so easy. It's so unbelievably easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm not saying this to be a dick. I just am saying, at least from my own lived experience, it is so fucking easy that why would you even just cheapen it by using AI? It's like at worst, it's busy work. I can get using AI for busy work. I could understand that. I wouldn't do it, but I could understand it if you genuinely think it's a waste of your fucking time. But it's like, dude, what? Just do it. Just do the busy work. Who gives a fuck? And if it's truly that busy of work, then drop the class. Drop the class. Find a different professor, dude. Like, come on. There's got to be a better way of going about it.
K through 12 level say that they use AI, and nearly every college student uses AI in some capacity. The result is that we have issues of plagiarism, cheating, and fraud. AI can write papers quickly, it can make it easy to pass a class, and it
I'll be so proud of myself if I go through college without ever meaningfully using AI. And by meaningfully using AI, I mean that there was one time last semester where there was a really dense reading and I was having a hard time understanding it. So I read it over, I got my understanding, and then I put it into ChatGPT and I was like, translate this for me. And then it gave me pretty much my interpretation. And so I was like, okay, I'm interpreting this correctly. So I don't need to keep using AI. I used it once and that was it. That was done. I'll be so high on my own supply and so full of myself if I go through education never using AI and I end up being like the last group of soldiers on the last chopper out of Vietnam. The fact that it was like, yeah, I did this. Everyone else after me is now riddled AI brained, but no, I actually put in the hard work and fucking I know how to write a 250 word essay in like an hour. I know how to do that because I learned it because I wasn't dependent on a little robot machine.
frees up a student's time so that they can do stuff that they'd rather be doing, whether that's working a job or thinking about their career prospects or just, you know, going out and drinking or something. There are now apps, websites, other services, all dedicated to helping students use AI to cheat and pass their classes. Professors who want to avoid cheating have to find workarounds. They'll sneak in extra words into assignments that are designed to mislead AI, or they'll demand that students take exams with blue books, like literally writing a test with, you know, by hand with a pencil or a pen. This
I hate that.
Part of the problem, but when it comes to
I hate that. I'm a motherfucker who loves to type. I love typing. I can type so quick. Look, we'll type racer right now. Type racer right now. I'm a fast typer. I'm a good typer. What is this? Separate fucking religion, church from the state. Bam. Bro, that was only 81. I could do better. Honestly, I'm not used to typing on this keyboard. I go a lot faster on my MacBook. I'm a solid typer, so having to fucking physically write it out, especially with my shitty ass left-handed hand, where I get ink everywhere and it starts getting tired, it's so... Let me type. I was so downtrodden, the fact that last semester I had a class where I had to write out an essay. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? Let me type this shit. And then she let us type for the final, and then it was awesome. And I just wrote my heart out because I'm a lot... I write the best when I just have no restrictions. And so I just wrote just like freaking awesomeness. It was sick. I wrote a good essay for the final, and it was great.
It's like take-home assignments or extended essays or even short reading responses. Well, the overwhelming odds are that students are using AI to do basically all of that work.
I would come into the school and fucking do a like blood oath that I am never going to use AI for any of my assignments. And then in exchange be able to like type up shit. And to like not to be able to take home shit and be able to type it up rather than having to write it out or any of this bullshit. So that they can monitor and make sure we're not using AI. It's just like, dude, it's so fucking ridiculous. I'll do a blood oath. I'll do it. It might literally get to the point once I get the AI video out where I'm just like, I feel immune. And then I'll just be like, hey, you were mad at me that you think I might use AI. Here's a fucking 3-hour-long video essay about why AI sucks that I made. we're done having this conversation.
The consequences of this are pretty dire. One professor at Cal State Chico said that massive numbers of students are going to graduate from university and they're going to enter the work and they will be essentially illiterate. I think the concern is that whatever skills we think you're supposed to develop when you go to college, when you go to university, aren't being developed at all.
I'll say, what skills are being developed when you go to college or university? It feels increasingly like people are realizing, even before AI, that the degree is meaningless, that they don't actually get very much from a degree, that they don't actually learn very much from college. I mean, I assume it changes for like grad school, but I feel like undergrad, it's like, you know, I don't know how much learning is actually happening. What the fuck was that?
That's because more students are finding out they don't need to read or write or have any original thoughts in order to get their degrees. Some universities
Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, so they won't be able to join the workforce because they're dependent on AI. It's like, not to play devil's advocate, but to play devil's advocate, like, okay, then they'll still have AI when in the workforce. So you've yet to present a reason as to why we should actually like force them to learn, because they'll still have this dependency. Is it bad that they have a dependency? Sure, but from a logical perspective, you know, it doesn't matter all that much.
Ohio State have decided that the solution is to just embrace AI completely. Ohio State actually says that every student will be encouraged to use AI in every class from now on, but most universities simply don't know what to do. The philosopher Megan Fritz, who teaches at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock, wrote an article about this. Fritz sat on several university committees that were trying to come up with AI policies that could help, solve some of these problems.
All right, hold on. I was distracted reading messages. Why didn't I get notifications about that? I don't know why I didn't get notifications about that.
Most universities simply don't know what to do. The philosopher Megan Fritz, who teaches at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock, wrote an article about this. Fritz sat on several university committees that were trying to come up with AI policies that could help, solve some of these problems at her school. And they got nowhere. They tried to develop policies for departments, but they couldn't keep up with the progress from various AI companies. The technology was just moving too quickly.
It's like, okay, I understand. I sympathize with this, and I I do get it, how like quickly evolving it is, that it's kind of impossible to keep up proper regulations. That's why I hate it when there are some people who are dissenting and they're being like, no, actually it's useful. Give me a reason. Give me a reason. Give me a reason, or show me the OpenAI pay stubs. Not to Hassan post and reuse a bit of his, but like, give me a reason. Give me a reason. I don't get it. What's the point? What's the point? I've yet to see a compelling argument. It's like, the only thing that I've seen kind of compelling arguments for is that for like, sorry, I got distracted. For like concept art. No, not concept art. Like what is it called when you have like you create like a map of like different things. You go to like Pinterest, copy and paste a bunch of shit from Pinterest, put it all on a Canva, and it's like a mind map, but it's not a mind map. It's like a concept art map of like what you want the vibes to be. Or it's like that, or like concept art. Like I saw it in like game pitches and stuff for Atriox streamer or whatever. And it's like, okay, I can understand if you're like just trying to, iron out the details or whatever, and you're like kind of trying to get a vibe for what you want. I can understand why you might use it, because you have a specific request and you want it to be made. However, I still think it's illegitimate and whack. I still think it's illegitimate and whack. I think that, like, we were talking about this in my intro to producing class, and he was like, I don't get it, but like, if you were wanting to like nail a vibe or whatever, like, sure. It's like, I think for the pure artistic spirit of making art and artistry and having it be like a reflection of the human experience and the human life and the human feelings and yada yada, like, you should make it off of inspirations of other people. Like, fuck using a robot to come up with the idea for you. Fuck that. Fuck that. Either fucking draw it yourself or use a human as a reference point. Don't use a fucking AI. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. If you can visualize it so well, then just make it. Make it. Like, let me pull up, I forget the term. Let me pull up one I made for, one of my classes last semester. What is it? On Canva. Oh, it's on Canva. It's on Beatbop. It's on Spood. Let's not dox my email. Like, dude, look at this. I'll present. Present full screen. Present. Like, this is what I made. This is for a pitch for a TV show that I had to give last semester. And I'll go. I should do some stream where I give the pitch. But, like, dude, like, even just like this, or like having to go to Pinterest. Like, I hadn't fucking used Pinterest in like 10 years. But going to Pinterest and being like, okay, 2 years, a year. But before that, it had been 10 years. But going to Pinterest and being like, okay, let me find stuff. Let me find images of people. And then it got my brain thinking, because I couldn't just pull it out of my ass. And so, like, thinking about, like, some of this, like, artwork, like this thing or whatever. I really like this piece of art. Because I was trying to go for, like, kind of an absurdist vibe that I wasn't actually thinking through when I was originally just getting photos of fucking people with plumbing trucks and stuff. But I feel like it adds a lot aesthetically. I think this photo a lot, I think, kind of underscores the emotional tone that I was wanting to go for a lot of these different things. Like, this is great. I wouldn't have been able to do this if I had just used AI to, like,
Make me a TV show about a company that does plumbing and installs bidets. Make me that.
I wouldn't have been able to do. I wouldn't have gotten this. But I think this is so much better than I would have gotten from that. Like, so much better. Like, universally better. That's why, like, there was a kid in the class who used, like, some AI art that, like, he made to, like, of the pitch of his show. And I was just like, no, I didn't fuck with it. And then I thought about it later and I was like, was I being overly judgmental? No, I wasn't. I don't think so. I wasn't. Because you're also still building it off of, you're building your artwork and your concept art for your artwork off of the systemic plagiarism of other people's work. So why not do it if you're gonna actually do it and be inspired by something? Actually give more credit to the things that are inspired by making it clear what you're inspired by actually using the images from the source material. That's my take.
And in an essay for The Point, she wrote that the biggest difficulty was determining what the goal of an education was supposed to be. And if you can't answer that question, then you probably can't answer any of the questions about AI and cheating.
AI. What's the point of going to college?
Case against education.
All right.
The economist Brian Kaplan
Let's have
makes the case.
Let's see it.
Americans spend too much time and too much money on education in general. I would argue against the main thrust of Kaplan's book, I think, but he does make an early point that's really important for this discussion. Much of modern education is really not about passing on skills or learning things. It's simply about getting the degree at the end of the day. And that's because a degree signals certain facts about you. And Kaplan says that those include intelligence, conscientiousness, and conformity. Many employers will require a college degree for a high pay.
I think also, like, dependability. That was one thing that one of my professors said the very first semester, and I remember I got so fucking annoyed by it. Because, like, you go through all your years of education, and it's like you're a fourth grader, and, you know, first half of the year, they're like, you're not a third grader anymore. You need to mature. You need to act like a fourth grader. Second half of the year, they're like, you're about to be a fifth grader. You need to mature. Then they do rinse and repeat the same shit for fifth grade. You're not a fourth grader anymore. You're about to be a sixth grader. you know, all this kind of shit. Right before middle school, you're about to go to middle school. You need to act more mature. You need to do this. You need to be dependable. You need to do all of that. Before high school, you're about to be a high schooler. You are a high schooler. You're about to go into the workforce. You're going to be in college. That's what they would say. You're about to go to college. In college, you can't do all this shit. In college, you can't do all this shit. You know, you need to be dependable. You need to do this. You need to turn in your shit on time. Yada, 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 yada. And then first semester with a professor who I honestly liked, but just some shit he said the first day which got under my skin was he said like it was something about turning shit in on time, and he was saying that he doesn't like taking stuff late or whatever, or some bullshit like that. And he was like, you know, you're about to go into the workforce, and so like the thing is you're coming from Emerson, but the degree signifies that like you're responsible, you get stuff in on time. It's just like, oh my god, this sucks. I got so annoyed at it. It's like, oh my god, are we just constantly being funneled into the system of like what is next? But yeah, I mean, so that's in a way it's going against what's the YouTuber's name? Jared Henderson. It's going against his point and going with the point of the book he's criticizing about how it's just a degree mill, or that's just all the point is.
Job, but they're not necessarily looking for specific skills that you acquired in the course of getting that degree. An art history major might end up working on Wall Street. After I got a PhD in philosophy, I went into tech, and it's not like my PhD in philosophy was directly setting me up to go work in tech. Many people get degrees.
Anyway, the point being that it's also to show some level of responsibility and dependability, that you're able to go through education, keep up all the shit and whatever. But it's just arbitrary. It's just an arbitrary way of saying that.
Things like communications or psychology, and they get jobs that do not require you to know anything about theories of communication or facts about the human mind.
I think I'll also say I'm totally not paying attention at all to what he's saying, so I'll have to rewind it. I think also from my own experience in college, it's like also showing me even more how meaningless the degree is, because this shit is so easy. This is so easy. I could pass by on the skin of my teeth if I were just sitting around drinking and smoking weed all day. But I don't, because I'm like actually kind of passionate about the career field we're in, because I like the industry, even though I do have plenty of classes where I get bored to tears because I'd rather be doing anything than talking about the fucking Kozlowski method of analyzing art history. But like, still, it's just like, this is so easy that it's just like even more affirming to me that it's like, okay, it's not actually indicative of that much. It's not. If this is a number 6 film school in the country, then fucking number 7 to infinity are a joke. They're a joke. I don't know what to say. It's just like, I don't know. Again, my own personal experience, but it's just like, it's just so easy to me. It just feels so intuitive.
On Wall Street. After I got a PhD in philosophy, I went into tech, and it's not like my PhD.
An art history degree would definitely not end up working on Wall Street. They would need some more degrees in the middle before they get into a Wall Street job. Let's be real here.
PhD in philosophy was directly setting me up to go work in tech. Many people get degrees in things like communications or psychology, and they get jobs that do not require you to know anything about theories of communication or facts about the human mind. By the way, my new puppy, Apollo, is joining us for this video because he really likes to be held. If the skills you acquire in the course of getting a college degree don't actually matter, then why do employers require one? It's because a college degree does usually signal some facts about the job seeker. It just has very little to do with the content of your education. It basically says that you were able to survive for 4 years at an institution that has kind of arcane and arbitrary rules.
Yes.
And that you were good enough at following those rules and smart enough to navigate them that you could get a degree at the end. And guess what? Working at a large corporation is going to be an experience of surviving an arcane and obscure institution with weird rules. Kaplan.
That's like, they only give a shit. It's only the first place that hires you cares about your degree and your GPA. That's it. Unless you went to an Ivy League. If you went to an Ivy League, then you kind of get that as like a bonus perk for the rest of your life. And you kind of get that on your little like list of achievements. But like, and then that'll always be a nice little star on your resume. But if you go to like anywhere else, they don't give a shit. I mean, at least from what I've heard. But like, they don't give a shit. They don't care. Because why would they? They don't need to fucking care. Because the university college experience is so different than the workforce experience. It's such a fundamentally different experience than actually being on a job, working at a job. So like, after your first job, what are they going to look at? I don't know. Probably the other places you worked at, so that they can actually see how you work in a job. It's just like people with sticks up their asses who only care about the degree. I don't know. Maybe I'm going on too much of a tirade here, but it's just like, it just feels so arbitrary. It feels so arbitrary.
This theory doesn't really account for specialist degrees like engineering, but we can set those aside.
Yeah.
Because those are a minority
Agreed. I'll give that. Agreed. Fair enough.
of degrees. I think deep down, actually, many students realize that this is true. They look at many of the classes they have to take in college and they think, why does any of this matter? All I'm looking to do is to just get a better job at the end of this.
It doesn't.
If you're going to college to increase your career prospects or to climb the social ladder, well, Philosophy 101 isn't necessarily going to help you do that. And if you're a student who understands this, then using AI to cheat isn't just reasonable, it might be the rational thing to do. At least it is within your self-interest. You're not there.
I just think it's so dishonest. I think it's so dishonest. It's so dishonest. This is so easy. It's the difference between putting one level of effort in and 4 levels of effort in out of like 100 levels of effort. Like, why? Why fucking waste all of our times by using an AI machine for it? Like, at the very least, at the very minimum, it's like, dude, okay, in my junior year English class, we had to, every single time the teacher was gone, if he was like sick or whatever, we had to write a full essay that day. We would have to write a full essay. And to all of us, of course, it felt like busy work. Of course. Because it kind of was, let's be real. It was just work to do while he was gone. But that kept us busy. But I'll admit that looking back, that did help me a lot in learning how to write and write quickly. And like write well. It did help. It was busy work, but it kind of was useful busy work. So in a way, it wasn't quite busy work. But like, I don't know. If you have a professor who's giving you like genuinely busy work that you feel is truly a waste of your time, then don't fucking do it. Don't do the work. Get a different class. I don't get it. I don't get it. Either learn how to do it yourself or just don't. I mean, maybe you do know how to do it yourself. And then it's just like, well, I don't need to learn. I already know how to do it. So why do I have to keep doing it? I don't know. So you do it faster. How about that? I feel like AI is only there for people taking degrees that they aren't really passionate about. And I guess that's a large portion of people. So maybe I should back off because like they don't functionally give a shit and like whatever. But I feel like from my own experience, taking classes that I also don't give a shit about, it's very easy to bullshit shit. Like, straight up, you could bullshit essays so fucking easy and teachers will eat it up. It's the easiest shit ever. Like, come on.
To wax philosophical about Kantianism versus utilitarianism, or to go and write an essay about Charles Dickens. I wish more people wanted to do those things, but it's not why most people go to school. Kaplan really is just thinking about the incentives of getting a college degree. And I think if there's like a big thesis for this video, it's that incentives matter. To make Kaplan's point a little bit clearer, you could look at the phenomenon of diploma mills. These are institutions that set themselves up like colleges and universities. They are often for-profit and unaccredited, and in exchange for some money and very little work, you can get a college degree. It's even a way to get a PhD in some cases.
I'll say you could also do very little work at real schools, and get a degree. I don't know. I'm on my hater shit because now we're talking about what's the point of going to college. And of course, I love playing devil's advocate about this.
Some schools will simply give you the degree if you pay them enough money. That's the most egregious example. But other schools...
Yeah, it's a thing called honorary degrees. Jennifer Coolidge got one from here like last semester. It was dope. And they use it as something to publicly save face after all their fucking multiple periods of times of just being brutal and brutalizing protesters and activists on this campus. No, it's dope.
Will simply just make it very easy for you to get the degree. They'll count work experience as credit, for instance. And you'll be able to get out of most of your coursework, so you just take a couple of classes, you write one 20-page paper, and bam, you have a master's degree from online university. And if all you need on your resume is just a degree...
A 120-page paper?
Coursework, so you just take a couple of classes, you write one 20-page paper, and bam.
Oh, 120 page, not a 120, not a 120 page. Okay.
You have a master's degree from online university. And if all
American
you need on
Samoa.
your resume is just a degree from some school so that some AI filter at some company will let you through so that a human being will actually just read your resume, well, then it kind of makes sense to go and get a degree, even though these things are, scam. Not having a degree is a problem if you're looking for a job. A fake degree solves that problem, and you don't have to learn anything. Perhaps the tragedy of what is happening at many universities where students could just use AI to cheat on everything is that kind of all education is eventually just going to be fake and made up because nobody...
It already is. It's been that way for like 10 years at this point. For like 10 years, Millennial and Gen Z have been crying out about how little higher education actually means. And how it's just this arbitrary thing to farm money from people and use it to fucking pad the backs of the upper 1% and all these administrative bullshit financiers who just want to use it as some way to get their fucking tits milked for like all their worth and, fund themselves and get it all this money and money so they continue living their lavish lifestyles with some degree of privilege under their belt and some feeling that they do a damn in this world. It doesn't mean much. It doesn't help much. It's not doing much.
Actually has to learn anything to get a degree.
When I read Kaplan's book, I immediately saw a connection to another issue in academia, the widespread presence of academic fraud. This is research fraud that's committed by professors. Recently, there was the case of a Harvard Business School professor, Francesca Gino. Her tenure was revoked, which almost never happens, and she was fired from Harvard after an investigation found significant evidence of fraud in her research. It seems she had used fake data in multiple studies, and some of the papers where she faked this data was research on authenticity and honesty.
Ooh, I was gonna say, you can be like, did she know it was fake? Did she know? But that's bad. Being that dumb on authenticity and honestly, if you are a professor as well, you should do some extra work if you're going to be sniffing out with research shit. But like, I don't know. If she didn't know, but she probably knew.
Very rare for tenured academics to ever be fired. If you can get tenure, it is basically a guarantee of a job for life. And that should show you just how serious these infractions were. The investigation into Gino's work started several years ago, and it actually began with some science bloggers. That's where a lot of academic fraud seems to be discovered. These bloggers found significant issues in at least 4 of Gino's published papers. Gino tried to say that she was a victim of defamation and gender discrimination and that her privacy had been invaded. Then she sued Harvard. She sued the dean of the Harvard Business School,
That's
her
a good
boss,
idea.
and she sued those bloggers, but that case was thrown out by a judge. And now Harvard Business School has determined that she really did fake data, and now she's lost her job.
Okay, she faked the data? That's different than she used fake data. Let's be clear here. Faking data is different than using fake data. Okay? I could say some fake data. I could use, if I were to say Charlie Kirk is alive, that could be, if I read that online, that could be using fake data. Whereas if I know he's dead and I say he's alive, that would be faking data. We see how there's a difference here? It's where you place the verb. It's faking is the creation of fake data. Whereas using fake data is using of fake data. Let's be clear here.
But Gino is not alone in committing academic fraud. Throughout 2024, there were many high-profile academics who were found guilty of plagiarism, or as they sometimes put it, inadequate citation, including a former professor of Harvard. And just recently, a PhD student at MIT in the...
Damn, all these people at Harvard fucking flubbing it. Hold on. Let's call our representative of Harvard.
Hello.
Hi, you're live on stream. I'm watching this video essay and it talks about how there's like a few different Harvard professors that like faked their work and did plagiarism. What have you to say about this as the Harvard correspondent?
Which professors?
Hold on. Francesca Gino and
sometimes put it, inadequate citation, including a prism. Or
Hold
2024,
on.
there were many high-profile academics who were found guilty of plagiarism.
Oh, then I think gay.
Yeah, well, Gaze was more of a just paraphrased too much and didn't cite enough. She was kind of mostly cleared of that. But Gina was kind of famously in a big thing about data fabrication.
Yes. So what say
I
you?
do believe she's on leave.
What, Gino?
Yep, she's on leave, and I believe is filing a defamation suit against.
She filed the suit against Harvard, the deans, and the bloggers that called her out on it, and it was thrown out, and she's actually fired and tenure revoked, according to this video essay from probably a few months ago. 1 month ago.
I believe it, yeah.
All right. Good talking with you, Harvard correspondent.
Yeah, I mean, there's assholes everywhere, especially in higher ed.
That's so damn true. All right. Good talk.
Or, as they sometimes put it, inadequate citation, including a former professor of Harvard. And just recently, a PhD student at MIT in the economics program had a paper pulled, and I believe is no longer a student at MIT, after the university investigated it, and they went on to say they had no confidence in the...
They wrote a paper about
MIT
using AI. Following the posting of the preprint paper, Artificial Intelligence, Scientific Discovery, and Product Innovation, they plagiarized it?
University investigated it, and they went on to say they had no confidence in the veracity of the research. Because of privacy laws and university policies, MIT really can't say much beyond that. They don't even use the student's name in that announcement. Though they give the title of the paper, and if you were to look for the title, you would easily find the author's name. This might seem fairly minor because students cheat on papers all the time. However, this paper was scheduled to be published in a good economics journal, and it had already been posted as a preprint on the website Archive. That's a website where scientists post copies of their research so that it's more freely accessible. In this case, the problem was that the research was fraudulent. If the paper had been legitimate, it would have made the students...
You got audio pops, bestie. You got audio pops between your edits. It's an unfortunate thing. It happens way too common in editing. And I don't really know why it happens. But the truth is you need to pop in that little... what is it? Crossfade? Is that the term? Cross gain? Constant gain. You need to put in the constant gain. Constant gain? What is it? Or constant power? One of the two. I think constant power. You need to put in those little constant power transitions in between the audio clips on Premiere. It'll save you, but it'll help you out a lot in the long run.
That the research was fraudulent. If the paper had been...
You hear that little audio pop?
Accessible. In this case, the problem was that the research was fraudulent. If the
pop. You need it. It's a little editing thing, but it helps a lot.
Paper had been legitimate, it would have made this student's career because it had a really provocative conclusion. It seemed to show that using AI actually boosted a firm's research productivity. So incorporating AI would actually make employees more productive. This is a result that many people...
That's really funny because I know that a lot of studies since then have come out to shown the opposite.
Who are big fans of AI would love to see. It would seem to be a great response to like skeptics of generative AI. People were naturally interested in this paper, and it was getting a lot of buzz from the moment it was posted on Archive. And if you're a graduate student, that's the sort of paper that you would want to publish as you go into the job market. It's the sort of paper that would identify you as a young and brilliant scholar who was going to produce great research, and you would definitely get a job. You could be set for life based on a paper like that. And sometimes this academic fraud has real-world consequences. One of the most famous academic frauds is Brian Wansink. Wansink was a nutrition scientist at Cornell, and he's actually responsible for some studies that entered the public consciousness. You might believe some of the things that was initially discovered, that's discovered in quotes, by Wansink and his team. Have you ever heard that shopping on an empty stomach is a bad idea because you'll buy more food, or maybe you'll buy more junk food? That was originally from a Wansink study, and I believe that's the...
What? Really? I didn't believe that to be a fact, though. Who believed that to be a fact? That's not like some shit of being like, oh, the Mythbuster said that if you walk in the rain, you get less rain on you. That was more of just like a vibe thing. Of like, ooh, it's a bad idea because you're hungry. It's the whole thing what is it? Your eyes wanting more than your stomach or whatever. Like, that makes sense.
Study has been discredited along with much of his other research. He was also responsible for that idea that the size of your plate determined how much you wanted to eat at a meal. In 2017, it was discovered that Wansink had in some cases fabricated data, and in other cases he had done misleading analyses of the data to try and support his claim. The simplest way to describe that, though, is that he committed fraud. He was actually found out because he wrote a blog post about his own methodology, and he admitted that sometimes he would have graduate students go over experiments that seemed to be initial failures and go looking for interesting results in the data. And this is a classic sort of research misconduct. And Wansink, like Gino, was only discovered because some science bloggers got interested in the issue. They started looking into it, and then once they found something interesting, they kept digging. When Cornell reviewed his research, they found many problems, including misreporting research data, problematic statistical techniques, failure to properly document and preserve research results, and inappropriate authorship. When we're talking about student misconduct at universities, like using AI to cheat in all their classes, I think it's also important to look at professors and ask questions about why do so many professors commit research fraud? Or you could ask the more general question, just why do they lie? We like to think of scientists as noble individuals in pursuit of truth. How are they tempted to abandon this pursuit of truth and then go and commit fraud? One of the best writers on this subject is Liam Kofi Bright. He's a philosopher at the London School of Economics, and he studies the social epistemology of science. In other words, he studies how the institutions and group dynamics of science affect scientific progress. And in a paper, Why Do Scientists Lie? Bright points out that if you have a PhD in physics or some other science, you could actually go and get rich by leaving academia and entering industry. If you're looking to get rich as a scientist, you're better off just leaving academia. And that would suggest that most professors don't commit fraud because they're greedy. If they were really greedy and just wanted more money, they would just quit their university jobs. Bright instead defends...
It's because they want to feel special. That's all any of us want to do in this freaked up world. In this freaked up God, get under my skin how messed up the freaking world is. And we all just care about our freaking legacy. Hey, as I talked about the other night, you want legacy, become the world's most prolific, deeply embedded child sex trafficker. That's a way to get a legacy. It's because people want to fucking feel like they're intelligent. That's why. That's all it is. They want to feel like they're smart. Like, I mean, this is the cynical. The people who get into higher ed to get into higher ed. There's a difference between like, look, I get that some people want to do it because like they want to be a teacher or whatever. They want to like actually help out and teach shit. Sure. Whatever. Yeah, okay. I don't doubt that. But if you're coming in for a superficial reason, it's to boost your ego. That's why. It's not to get rich. Fucking faculty members at college, professors don't make all that much. You got to go to Harvard or an Ivy League to make all that much.
It's an idea that's originally due to Robert Merton. Merton theorized in the 1960s that scientists are what we could call credit seekers. Another term that Bright and Merton use is honor. They seek status in the scientific community, the way we have arranged our institutions, and you achieve status by producing research, and we typically want novelty, so we want the results to be new, and volume of output. Most academic researchers go through something called a tenure review at some point in their career. This is where academics evaluate your work and they decide whether or not you should be granted tenure. And if you get tenure at a school, you are basically guaranteed a job for life. You're not going to become fabulously wealthy this way, but it essentially guarantees an upper middle class existence. And if you fail your tenure review, typically you're fired. And to pass your tenure review, you prove that you're a good...
Wait, really? So it's like either you're fucking in or you're out. So what is the 10 years before then just hazing in a way? I didn't realize it was that much that they would just fucking out you. Damn, high stakes. Holy.
Researcher, and two of the major metrics that we use to judge this are the number of articles or books that you've published and how often you're cited by other people. So essentially we're asking, do you produce a lot of research, and is that research interesting enough that people keep talking about it when they do research? Turns out that both of these metrics can be gamed. There are journals that you can pay to publish your academic papers. It's fairly easy to get caught doing this, but some academics still do it. Another way, though, is to commit fraud. And most academics who commit research fraud probably don't think they're doing anything that bad. And they're not going to do things that are as egregious as some of the people that we've talked about today, like where they just fake data, they make things up. So instead, they're fudging statistics. They slightly misdescribe the evidence. They might even believe that they're doing nothing wrong. When you're properly incentivized, you can deceive yourself. If you want to then get cited more, well, you can pay for that too. You can still get caught. So again, if you want to avoid scandal and boost your citations, you just need to publish new.
I think I disagree with this way of framing it. I think this is a very simplistic way of framing it. They lie so they get a job. I mean, I guess you could reduce it to that, but I mean, it's like they lie so that... This is still reducing it down to money in a certain way. The question should be, why do you want the job? That's where the question, like, why do they want this job at this higher institution? Right? Or am I not making any sense? I think I'm making sense, but maybe I'm not.
New and interesting ideas. Take a look at how Bright puts it. Scientists want and need credit for new results. To ensure their results are new, i.e. novel enough to have a plausible claim to establishing priority, scientists have to do their work sufficiently quickly that nobody else beats them to the punch. So because these scientists have to work fast, they are incentivized to either be sloppy or to commit fraud. See, that's the incentive. Researchers commit fraud because they are rewarded for publishing often and for publishing big results and for appearing to be geniuses. So they fudge the numbers, they sometimes outright lie, and they fabricate data. Other times you plagiarize
Fake
where you just steal
news.
research from other people. In other words, you find a way to cheat. I think when students decide to cheat in college, essentially what they're trying to do is game the system. They want the economic or lifestyle benefits of an...
I think plagiarism is whack. But I think copyright infringement that's a bit more debatable. Maybe that's just the anarchist in me. Dude, I really am just an anarchist at heart. That's just the darn tootin' truth of it. Just because of how much I fucking hate authority. Maybe I'm just an anarchist at heart. Maybe I'm not like a socialist or whatever I think I am. Maybe I'm just an anarchist. I don't know. I'll have to think on that. Why did I bring this up? I don't remember.
education, but they...
Oh, right. Copyright infringement. Yeah, like, who gives a fuck? Like, steal shit from TV shows. Who cares? I don't know. Like, fucking... People get so walking on eggshells with some shit whenever they're trying to make creative stuff, and they're like, "Oh, what do I use the music from? What do I get this image from? What do I get this?" Just fucking take it. Who gives a fuck? Like, we're in a producing class, and he's talking about, or some class. I don't remember which class I had. One of my classes, they were talking about how for a film, I don't know if it was like a film or a short film or whatever, that the producer had to go get permission for like a clip, using a clip of another film in the film. They had to go get permission from the studio as well as every single actor who was in the clip. Bro, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Honestly, who gives a fuck? If it's really to the point of copyright infringement, it's the whole the idea of fair use and how like there's some flexibility there. And so it's like, genuinely, if you're doing something where like it's so egregiously ripping off something that it gets you out of the fair use umbrella, then like, yeah, get fucked. But like, if you're making something creative and you're pulling from elements of other things, then like, as long as you're not just like one-to-one ripping it, if it's like so cosmically shifted, or like, so like, if you're actually using it for an artistic way, which isn't just ripping it off one-to-one, then like, there wouldn't be any copyright infringement, or it would all be fair use. Anything, if you're reusing some assets in an artistic way, then it would have to be fair use. And if it's not fair use, then it wouldn't be in a properly artistic way. That's what I'm trying to say.
You don't want to have to put in the work. Human beings are often lazy. They look for shortcuts. It's a normal way to behave. It might not be an admirable way to behave, but it's at least normal. And the academics who commit fraud are doing roughly the same thing. They want the benefits of having done this great research, but they look for shortcuts. You look at both of those cases, there's one common lesson, simply that incentives matter. How you structure an institution matters, and how an institution is structured and what it rewards matters. There aren't going to be quick fixes to either problem. You know, part of the problem is you have to convince people that being truthful or doing your homework or really thoroughly going over all your data matters. And essentially what you're doing is convincing people to spend more of their time doing things that probably they don't really want to do. And this is, I think, the big challenge that universities around the country are going to be facing. I've talked many times in this channel about the ways that universities have sort of lost their way. They are beholden to a certain economic model of education, which can make it difficult to see why actually getting an education in the first place matters. And we're seeing more attacks on higher education from various parts of the government. A day or two before recording this, I saw the news that Indiana University, which is a premier state university that's known for its language programs, just cut many of those programs due to low enrollment. There's a new state law that says that if you don't have a certain number of graduates per year, the major and the PhD program and everything just go away. And so now they've just gutted some of the best language departments in the country. When it comes to education in the United States, I think we're at an inflection point. Universities have to figure out what they want to offer, what they want to offer to students, and what they want to be going into the future. People might know that I used to be an academic, and one of the most difficult things...
No way, really? Yeah. No way. Really? You used to be an academic? I would have never guessed. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't love the way he framed a lot of that video, but whatever. I think it was fine. Fine video. I disagree. I think... It's just, why are people cheating? Because the incentive is there. Yeah, obviously. I don't know. Yeah, because they're lazy. Or because they want to look good. Yeah. I thought you were going to talk about it from like a more like, why are people using AI so much, and get a little bit more in the nitty gritty, but whatever. Okay. Well, that's the end. We're done here. I have class at 9 a.m. tomorrow, so I don't have to wake up crazy early, but I do have to wake up early. So I'm gonna end. Imagine I play the outro music. Holy, when's the last time I played the outro music? Dude, I'm gonna play the freaking outro music if I can find it, which I can't. Yes, I can. Nah, it's too moody. I'm gonna just end. Fuck it. Who cares? I'm gonna just end. Yeah. Alright. I probably won't be back tomorrow. Straight up. I might try to. It depends what I'm doing tomorrow night. It depends how tired I am tomorrow night, really. But we'll see. But yeah. But then I should be back. I'll definitely be back Friday morning for the Nintendo Direct. Definitely. So, because I'll definitely watch that live. Alright. Well, I'm gonna end. Bye, YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Okay. And then bye.